Chapter 3, Counterattack, Anonymous Exposure, 1:42 a.m. I sat at my desk, the post-rain dampness outside reflecting the streetlights in a faint, yellowish glow. The room was so quiet I could hear the faint hum of the air vent. I spread out the photos I'd stolen from Mark's office across the tabletop, each stack carefully checked to ensure nothing was missing, nothing traceable back to me. Every image clearly showed his face alongside different women, his once proud, secretive life, now a lethal weapon in my hands. I opened my laptop. It was old, scuffed, wrapped in a nondescript grey skin, no fingerprints, no traceable markings. My fingers flew over the keyboard, precise as a surgeon's, each move calculated. Point 1. Creating an anonymous channel, I knew contacting Mark's wife directly was too risky. If it failed, or left a trace, Mark would retaliate harder than ever. So I decided to act anonymously, a newly registered, anonymous email account, a VPN masking my location, carefully drafted email text, factual, neutral, yet shocking enough to force a reaction. I typed, "Dear Ms. Erin, please see the attached files. They reveal your husband's inappropriate conduct with multiple women. For your safety and your rights, you are strongly advised to take action immediately. This email contains no sender information. Please keep it strictly confidential." The attachments contained 4 sets of photos, each labeled with dates and locations but containing no personal identifiers of mine. I even randomized file names to prevent tracing. Point 2. Sending the email, I triple-checked the network environment and email settings of the mail server would not log my IP, no signatures or metadata attached, attachments encrypted to prevent tampering. When I pressed send, raindrops tapped against the windowsill, echoing softly. I could almost feel the tense silence in the air, the world quietly shifting. I sent the same email to an anonymous legal advice account to ensure Erin could access immediate guidance without panic or missteps. Finally, I backed up the email in a secure account I had pre-registered, in case of emergencies. Point 3. Watching Mark react, the next day, I returned to the office, pretending to work normally, but my eyes tracked Mark constantly. He walked cautiously, every step careful, like prey aware of being watched. Each approach from someone else made his shoulders tense, his gaze flickering. By 10 a.m., he had obviously received a call. I knew it had to be Erin. His face drained of color, his coffee cup trembled, a little spilling on the desk. I pretended to type at my own workstation, sneaking glances. He paced, muttering under his breath, "This can't be, these photos, how, who," a broken record looping endlessly in his mind. Point 4. Mark's helpless rage. By the afternoon, he could no longer contain himself and yelled at me, "What did you do? I know you're behind this." I remained calm, even smiling, but said nothing. The more he roared, the more I felt his unspoken admission. Inside, he was powerless. He called IT to trace the email but found no copies of the photos were made in the office. No one entered his private drawer. Security footage showed him alone and safe the whole time. Every attempt he made only sank him deeper into the mire. I watched quietly, precise and powerful, every move striking at the most vulnerable point, his pride, the illusion of control. Point 5. Mark begins to fear. By evening, I prepared to leave. I glanced back at Mark. He sat slumped in his chair, chin in hand, eyes hollow. He muttered to himself, I'm finished, damn it, how impossible could it be? Who? I gathered my things, grabbed my keys, and calmly walked out. The streets were wet and cold. I took a deep breath, knowing this was just the beginning. The chain reaction of revenge had only just started.